Going to talk about 10 awesome songs that rock for 420. There'll be timestamps in the description and other playlists, including a playlist where you can hear the songs from this. So the way this video works is I tell you about the song, tell you what makes it cool, tell you what makes it about 420. I don't have the music in this song though, because there's like copyright issues and stuff, but I do make 10 shorts. I'll make a short for each of these. I'll put one up a day, and there'll be a playlist where you can see those shorts. So depending on when you see this, if you want to wait, if you want to see it now, whatever, check out the playlist of the shorts. And if you want to hear the songs, and you can hear them there. With that being said, 420, 2025 is upon us. So let's talk about 10 songs that are awesome to celebrate the holiday this year. Sweetly from Black Sabbath on Master of Reality in 1971. So this song has the name of a rolling tobacco that was popular at the time. Black Sabbath is known as a doom, sludge metal, stoner metal, but this is very upbeat. Usually that stuff is slow. This is a very fast, upbeat song for what is typically considered sludge and doom metal. The bridge is really, really upbeat, and then it gets almost psychedelic, makes you think about other illicit substances, but this is 420. It is primarily about the smoke, not anything else. This song, maybe you don't realize it, but once you hear the song and you think about the song Give It Away from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, they sound very similar. One thing that's really cool, I think, is the intro is a coughing. I believe it was one of the roadies maybe, or maybe it wasn't one of the roadies. I'm just thinking about that wrong. Who knows? But somebody was coughing and in the studio or wherever they were, and they recorded that for the loop. So cool intro to let you kind of know what it's about before it even starts with the music, really. A Passage to Bangkok from Rush on the 2112 Epic album from 1976. After the 20-minute first epic song of 2112, you get a few more songs, and the first one being A Passage to Bangkok. This is about exotic tourism, so to speak, in the 70s, traveling around to see the wares and smoke the local products, so to speak. It's very, very sophisticated with the lyrics, but they're very obvious. Sweet Jamaican pipe dreams, leaving smoking Lebanon, fragrance of Afghanistan, a whole lot more. But I mean, like, it's obvious what it's about. Really cool from a music standpoint, like Eastern sounding, unique kind of fills and licks and things that give it a very worldly vibe with the music. It has been said that the music, to a certain extent, was inspired by Kashmir, which doesn't have the 420 connection, I don't think, or maybe it does. I have no idea, to be really honest with you. But it does have a very similar musical world beat vibe. Purple Haze from Jimi Hendrix in 1967 on Are You Experienced? It opened the US version of that album. I made a video recently of my top 10 Jimi Hendrix songs. This was number 9 in that list. Playlist in the description if you want to see it. Shameless plug there. But technically this song, although it's very obvious and everybody kind of knows Purple Haze now, what it is, it was at the time ambiguous. The lyrics were about a lot of different things, maybe, depending on how you wanted to perceive them. It wasn't really something you could sing about so obviously and call out so obviously at the time. It wasn't really a good thing for your music career, even if you were Jimi Hendrix. So song was originally, I believe, when he wrote the music and had something that, put melody to it, was about the cosmos and space. But, it's got a very obvious theme with the Purple Haze now. It's cool. It uses the Hendrix chord, which is a dominant 7#9 chord. Something that's unique in a lot of his songs that gives it a Hendrix sound. It's called the Hendrix chord. Ben Harper, Burn One Down from Fight for Your Mind in 1995. This song starts off with just this like djembe, which is like a bongo. Sorry if I say it wrong. Who knows, man? Djembe, something like that. It's a bongo. It's a cool looking bongo thing. It's big. It's got that. Sounds amazing. There's that. There's acoustic guitar. There's vocals. He's letting you know he's going to burn one down, man. And it's a lot of, the folklore of passing it around and all that kind of stuff, saying my choice is what I choose to do. It's a very like politically kind of driven song. In 2015, Bernie Sanders, actually on his campaign trail, was playing, I don't know if they were bongos or djembe then, but he was playing something. My choice is what I choose to do. If I'm causing no harm, it shouldn't bother you. So 2025, most places here in America, it's cool. So it took a while, but they did it. Good job, boys. Got to Get You Into My Life from the Beatles on Revolver in 1966. This song, a lot of people think it's about something else, but it is, quote, an ode to pot. said by McCartney. It's an ode to pot, such as one would write an ode to chocolate or a good claret. I have no idea what a claret is. That's a British thing, I'm sure. But Lennon even said famously that he thought it was about psychedelics. He thought it was about LSD. It's not. John Lennon is confirmed, Paul McCartney has confirmed that it is definitely about pot. So the song even sounds like musically, if you heard it, I always thought for a long time it was about like a love, a person he wanted to, be with or marry, or somebody he wanted to date. From a music standpoint, very cool. It's got like a Motown brass section. Earth, Wind, and Fire covered it, and it was actually kind of a hit for them. It was on an album of a bunch of covers that I think the most famous one was Come Together from Aerosmith, I believe was from this same album. So yeah, song that I don't think a lot of people necessarily associate with 420, but that's 100% what it was written about. Blueberry Yum Yum from Ludacris featuring Sleepy Brown on the Red Light District 2004 album. Sleepy Brown, if you don't know, is a famous dude. He worked with like TLC on Waterfalls. He's done a lot of stuff with Outkast. So this CD also had, I think it was like a 40-minute-ish DVD clip that you could watch of Ludacris going in the Red Light District, going to grow houses. It wasn't just grow houses. He took part in checking out other things in the Red Light District. But for 420, the grow houses are what matter. From a music standpoint, the beat, it's this awesome like keyboard organ. Sounds like it'd be like an Emerson, Lake and Palmer, like an ELO. It could be in like anything that they do. It sounds great. But then you do get like the keyboard, like high pitch wheel things that are like old school rap sounding. He was going, skeet, skeet, skeet. This is the same year, I think, 2004, that Little John skeet, skeet. So I don't know who's first. I have to look at the month or the day to tell that. Same year for sure. It's really cool. He's doing this fast rapping and then goes slow at the end. I think that's awesome. Talks about putting like wet towels under the door. Today, for most places, you just go outside. You don't got to worry about that. And there's a whole lot of words in this song, but not one word is wasted. Just a great rap song in general, but about a interesting topic. I Got Five on It from Luniz featuring Michael Marshall on Operation Stackola. This was in 1995. This song rocks because right away they reference Cypress Hill. So, I mean, makes it rock, even if it's a rap song. Talking a lot about how great they are at a lot of different things. Talk a lot about the rolling of the joints, which is a skillful art form that I just buy cones. So I can't do it. So good on you guys. They're talking about putting 5 on it. All of them got some they want to share, and they're going to put their $5 in to get their little taste of it. It's an awesome song. It's got great lyrics. Don't think it needs 15 songwriters. I'm pretty sure there's 15 songwriters on this song. Very, very iconic song. If you think of like Gin and Juice, you think of like Regulators, this is a super, super iconic song. I think it's just as iconic and as great as those songs, but specifically about the 420 subject. It's got very much at a very, very end of the song. Reminds me of Wake Me Up Before You Go from a Wham. So I don't know, check that out. It's kind of a neat thing to think about. Great song. Mariana Cross from Ghost on the EP 7 Inches of Satanic Panic. This EP only had 2 songs, so this was one of the 2 songs. That's how it has to be, I guess, right? Both of the songs have a very Jefferson Airplane late 60s psychedelic vibe. I like to think when they do it live, it's cool to think about. He comes usually and says like, this is a song that the old Papa did. Maybe that's a different song. I'm pretty sure it's this song when he says that though. This song did become very TikTok famous. There was like a slowed down version that became famous on TikTok. He talks about a lot of things that are maybe a little bit ambiguous, but it talks about being riding high. And when they do it live, at the end of it, they call out Mary. He says, Mariana, Mariana. And then he says, Mary, and he says what Mary is about. So, side note, I saw Ghost live one time and I almost fought these people because I was standing up and they're rocking out and the people behind me were like, are you going to sit down? I'm like, we're at a rock show. This is a rock show. Like, this is a Ghost rock show. No, I'm not going to sit down. And then a little bit behind them was a whole group of people standing up. So I just like, hey, can I hang out with you guys? And I did the rest of the show and it was great. But like, that sucked. That part sucked. Offbeat Bare Ass from 311 on Grassroots in 1994. This is a reggae metal song is the best way to describe it. There is 2 kind of parts to this song. So there's a part about interaction with the fuzz and them giving them some altercations that maybe wouldn't happen in today's day and age. But back then it wasn't cool to be doing this. But then the Offbeat Bare Ass, the bare ass part, is all about, I believe, Chad, the drummer, was farting all over the place. So maybe it's just they got high and they were like, this is funny. I don't really know exactly how those go together. I did do a top 10 311 songs as well as a plug. I'm not a huge 311 fan, but I did listen to all the songs, and this one stuck out when I heard it. About they have a lot of songs. They have a hydroponic song that I almost put on here, but this one is just unique with the whole bare ass Chad farting all over part. There's a whole war on drugs and all that, and they talk about graphics bongs. They talk about the bud, but they also talk about Chad farting everywhere. So weird song, cool song, funny song. Check out King's Blend from the Cottonmouth Kings in the year 2000 on the High Society album. This is about them winning the Cannabis Cup with their King's Blend, which is amazing. They were not only Cannabis Cup winners, they were High Times Band of the Year one year. So King's Blend's an awesome song, but Cottonmouth Kings, I think, are just a super underrated, like hip-hop, rap, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, but they're awesome. They're awesome. Their music is great. Maybe people think they're a little corny because they're so into the 420 thing, but they have some great songs, and this is a great song. It's got a super cool intro. It sounds like a boxing match. Let's get ready to bubble instead of rumble. And they're talking about how they got God's special spliff with their King's Blend in it. Getting real high with me and my boys. That's the line in it, man. Getting real high with me and my boys. Getting real high with me and my boys. They say it a bunch. That's the essence of 420, right? It can be girls too. This is like ubiquitous. Like it means everything. Like, but getting real high with me and my boys, what 420 is about, man. And King's Blend is about Cannabis Cup winner, High Times Band of the Year. Best song for 420.